got a great friend with me today. He's a very busy man, so I'm so thankful. He's a newlywed, so you know he's busy.
Hi, Kennedy.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. You're looking beautiful.
Thank you.
What's your secret? You just wake up like this? Basically, right. So, Coach Mel, are you there?
I'm here.
You looking beautiful, honey.
Thank you. So are you.
Thank
How's
you.
everybody doing?
Everybody is good, and I believe everybody in the world is good as well. It is so good to see you. I was just mentioning that we've been friends probably, if not 7 years, close to 7 years. If you have, I love to promote your business, so just shoot me a DM. Say, Eunice, I got my business that I want to promote, and I'll be glad to bring you on.
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I am good, man. So to those who missed us last week, introduce yourself to us and tell us how are you in relation to helping people that suffer with domestic violence. Hey everybody, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I am so grateful for you. You could have been anywhere else during this time, but you took the time just to hang out with your girl. I don't think you'll know how much that really means to me. And I don't know if you know how much I've been praying for you today, praying for your wellness, praying over your soul, praying over the things that you have on your altar, the things that you believe in God for, the things that you trust in God for, and just asking God to do it for you. Come on now. This is going to be a great show because I'm grateful that I have brought back my friend, my financial showman. Hey, Regina, how are you? Mississippi. So I am going to ask, let me know who's in the chat room. Let me know where you're watching from. Also, let me know if you have any prayer requests because I want to pray over you. My name is Eunice. This is Wellness Wednesday. To my YouTubers, please subscribe to the channel and click the notification button so you can know when all the latest videos drop. I am a life coach, a TV personality, and an intercessor. I believe in the power of prayer. And I believe in the power of agreement. So if there's something that you need prayer with, or you just want me to stand in agreement with, I want to do that for you. Also, if you feel it's too personal, it's not something you want to lift in the chat, you can always DM me or you can email me at noondayprayertime@gmail. God has blessed me with 5 shows. We have Noonday Prayer. We have, hey, Rachel. Hi, Tanya. Yeah, so we have Noonday Prayer Time every Monday at 12 noon. Then we have Thursday Talks, which is YouTube only. But I always talk about the healthy habits of. I just did the healthy habit of a good employee, punctuality, no gossiping. Go to the channel. You're going to enjoy it because that's what we did. And then we have daily prayers, which I try to put out a prayer that you can do daily, whether I'm praying over single parents or whether I'm praying over, hey, Cynthia, come on in, the stylist. Yes, come through. And, or whatever it is God has given me to pray over with you. I also have Curvy and Still Saved, which is Instagram only, where I believe you can be holy, saved, sexy without being revealing and stank. Hey, Latoya, how are you? God has just really blessed it, and I'm proud of it. And then also we have my baby, which is right now Wellness Wednesday. So I want to welcome you all to Wellness Wednesday. So we're going to have a great show. Like I said, if you can just share it or tag someone. I brought back Vernette because last month I brought her in and she was discussing budgeting and savings. So today I want her to help us to understand some basic steps when it comes to investing. I was telling her, some people have hit me up, and that's one of the things that people want to know more of, how to invest. So of course her heart is to get you to a credit ready state to get to that place. So she's going to bring some good, healthy tips that we can use, basic tips that you can follow. And then also we have Ask Eunice later on in the show. There was this married woman that reached out to me and she told me, Eunice, I used to dress. Oh, I ain't gonna tell you everything, but her dressing sexy seemed to be a problem in the marriage. Go figure. And so now I want us to go through everything that we seeing, all what we hearing. So let's bring up world news. All right, so Wellness Wednesday. Sasha Obama got herself a new man, and I can't blame her. He is a little cutie, but apparently or allegedly, people are wondering if he's using her for her status. So she is living in LA, living her best life ever, and he is an unemployed actor. He's a little cutie. Look at that smile. But he did a tweet that she picked him up in her new Mercedes. Apparently he was taking a selfie in her new car. And then he did a tweet that she brought him flowers. So he is known for dating high up people. He dated a famous YouTuber and someone else that he dated. So people are just wondering, do she got herself a little gold digger? See, people don't think men can be gold diggers, but they can. So that's what people is wondering, like, is she got herself a little gold digger? But I want to say this, bruh. I don't think you want to try to take advantage of a president's daughter. I'm sure there's all kind of security around her. So I don't know if everyone saw this, but Cardi B deleted her Twitter and her Instagram account. Apparently, when she did not show up at the Grammys, fans was just going after her, and she deleted it because before she deleted it, she allegedly said that people was talking about her family, her children. Fans, it is not that serious. Let this lady have her own life, especially her life that is not included with you going after her children because she didn't come to the Grammys. Come on now. Is it that serious? I don't think so. So apparently, she had to come off of social media altogether. It's too dangerous for people to get caught up in what they think their celebrity should be. I want to encourage everyone, have a life. And everyone knows that children are off limit. So, Cardi B, I wish you the best. Unfortunately, when you walk in that type of lifestyle, celebrity lifestyle, unfortunately, you don't just get the good fans that love on you and that will be there for you. You get the delusional ones who actually personally think that they know you, unfortunately. So Will Smith, after last week, after the WWE SmackDown, is losing, or possibly allegedly might be losing some endorsements. He stepped down from his position with the Film Academy. Page 6 reports that his talent agency was debating on dropping him as a talent, but I don't know if I want to say fortunately or what, but they ruled against it. So he's still with this well-known agency. But Netflix and Apple TV bailed out on his biopic. As you know, mid 2021, Netflix and Apple TV wanted to see which one of them will actually have the rights to show his biopic. So allegedly, they have backed out of it. And then reportedly, Bad Boys 4 and Fast and Loose has been paused on production. So it's not always, like I said, I disagreed with what he did because I don't condone violence. But sometimes you got to think in the future before you make a decision. Come on now, because some of your decisions can affect your future. I'm pretty sure in that moment, he wasn't thinking about the consequences that can follow. But there are consequences to your actions. You might not think it is, but it is. So always take a step back, take a breather before you make a decision. Next week, I have a young lady that is a trained certified coach on anger management. So she's going to be in to talk about how to avoid and give us tips, especially if you or someone you know suffers with anger issues, because you don't want to make a decision in the midst of that. All right, so I'm excited. Let me hurry up so we can bring Miss V in, because I want to know how I do have stocks, but I want to know how I can get more stocks. And I also want to just be a blessing to those who want to get into buying stocks, investing, and credit repair, and whatever else God uses her to share with us. So we will be right back after this message.
Okay, so this is what cauliflower juice looks like. And then we're going to add in the cucumber and add in the sweetness from the pears. Now what I did was I separated the pulp out because I didn't want the pear pulp and the cucumber pulp to mix in with this. So from this pulp, we can actually just go ahead and use this as our cauliflower mashed potatoes. Finish juicing the pears, finish juicing the cucumbers, and I'll come back with our finished product. All right, our juice is ready. I did add 1 extra pear. So for this recipe, you're going to use 1 whole cauliflower. We added, I would say, about 3 to 4 pears and 1 whole cucumber. Now, another thing that you can do is you can actually strain your juice. Any extra fiber left in there can come out. Look at that nice color. It almost matches my jacket.
All righty. Miss V, are you there?
I'm here.
Good to see you, beautiful.
Good to see you guys too.
What color is that hair? Because I'm falling
It's a copper. It's like a copperish color. It's copper.
I'm falling in love with it all over again.
You can just change your wig and be whoever you want to be for the day.
There you go. There you go. Because we as Black beautiful women,
that's what we do. We can change it all up.
That's what we do. Well, I am excited. Last month you came in, you blessed us. You taught us how to budget, how to save. On the left-hand side, you want to do every single expense that you have, even to the penny. On the right-hand side, you taught us I know I'm saying it wrong, but either or, you taught us last week about budgeting and about saving. So then we got a comment. Pretty color. Yeah, it is a pretty color. So I want to just get right into it so we can, but before we get into that, last night you and I was talking and you were saying how identity theft, cyber crimes is like the highest crimes in America. And you said something that kind of caught my attention. You said about 2-step verification that everyone really need. Okay, we got a split second. Will you be able to kind of talk on that before we get into anything else?
Will. I'm so glad you brought that up. I've been conversing with so many people, and I just want to I'm hoping everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday.
Yes.
It's going to be power packed. We're going to be fun. We're going to learn some stuff. I hope you got a pencil and a piece of paper. Let me get on the identity theft. Okay. What you guys don't understand, it takes one person trying to friend request you on Facebook or any other social media platform. And if you like Eunice and I, people send you messages or whatever. But if you're not reading it and reading it correctly, you can invite a cyber hacker into your whole spread of life.
Wow.
And then they will come in through your Facebook and they will contact all your friends, get their email addresses, because most people have their emails linked to their social media accounts so they can get the email notifications. Well, as soon as you get a hacker, that's the way he gets in. Another one that they're doing that's in the last couple of days is they're trying to sell you a subscription of McAfee anti-spyware from your computers. They're sending these messages. And once you click on it, they ask you, do you want to get this free, trial or whatever? What it does is that before you know it, you're getting a call from your bank saying that they're debiting your account for $399.
What?
That quick. They take it over that quick. And so that's why you guys got to be tearing up receipts. You got to make sure that you are locking the credit down, that when somebody runs it, they call you, so that you know for sure that no one is doing anything. Cyber hacking, #1 crime, identity theft. They're stealing your name, your receipts from McDonald's and Starbucks and stuff like that. You got to make sure that everything is shredded. Your mail, the envelopes that you get that you don't use to mail the bill back, you got to shred it up. You got to make sure, because they are, and if you do a lot of online ordering. See, they got me once because I use. And what it is, they sell your information on the black web. See, this is demonic to me.
Yes.
All of it, because to hack into somebody, I mean, it was so bad that the person was such a bad hacker for me. When I called the police to my house, and because I didn't know what to do, I'm like, this is a crime. I called the police when I was in Texas. They came to the house. After we blocked the guy and we did two-step verification on anything, he put an email message through my email and says, if you don't give me money, I will destroy you on every social media platform. And he was blocked. The email was blocked. And this person could still send me a message.
Wow.
The police were tripping. When they saw it, and we went through and we changed all the passwords and we changed all the, everything, bank accounts, everything. Shoot, he did it in 5 minutes.
Wow. These are definitely professionals. I know Latonda, someone hacked her Instagram account and they reached out to me and they was like, hey. So I was like, hey. They said, hey, boo, hold up. She don't talk to me like that. So I knew then that her account had got hacked. But I know someone else who account got hacked and they somehow got in their Cash App. And
yes, and that's another
money.
one. Cash App and Zelle is another two things that they're doing. They're hacking into your bank accounts through Zelle and Cash App.
How do you do the two, or how do you get set up for the two-step verification?
When you go into like your Gmails and whatever, when you go back into password, it's going to give you options of how do you want to receive it. See, I get a text message on my phone. Like if the password's changed or somebody's in there that shouldn't be in there, it sends me an email verification and it will send you an email and a text message.
Okay.
Bank accounts the same way. Everything that has a password that's password related.
Yeah. One of the things that I like about my credit card with Capital One is as soon as I do a purchase, I automatically get an alert. Is this you? Did you just make a purchase? And I love that. Like, yep, that was me. I shouldn't have bought it.
Great credit thinking. That is great credit thinking, because you have to think about, you're not going to always be thinking that somebody's going to do something, but you just want to prepare yourself. You want them to call you when they're running their credit. You know what I'm saying? You want to take control of things. That's how it bridges you over to investing.
That's right.
Start starting really, 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 really small. You got to kind of look at it. How do we begin investing? How do we begin buying shares? Where do we start from? That's what the biggest question that I get every day.
Yes. So that's a perfect segue. So my first question is, how do beginners buy shares?
How do they? The thing about it is how beginners begin to learn to buy shares of anything. If you have extra money that you throw away, like when you look at wants and needs in your life and look at what you could do without, so that you could be able to start off really, really, really small, small as $10. That's a doable thing. Where do you start and which one and who do you invest in?
Right.
And what you do is you start reading up on things. I read up on things that I'm interested in.
Right.
What's a big business?
Right.
Hair, weave.
Yeah.
China, over there. What manufacturer? Who manufacture? I look at the things that I love and I try to figure out what that particular area of investing, intrigues me about it. Or like, for example, at one time, Starbucks was a really good one.
Right. Right.
And any amount that you start from is just an amazing investment in your your retirement and when you're older. So any amount that you could start with is amazing to begin with.
That's right. And I did a little Google. Now I'm not advising because I'm not a broker, but it was saying for beginners to stocks to buy for beginners: Alibaba, Alphabet, Amazon. Of course, Amazon is off the chain. Apple, Disney, Facebook, and Microsoft. So it just mentioned for beginners. So if you're a beginner and you're looking to invest in some stocks, those are something that you can look into. Now, I don't know if I should ask this question, but I'm going to trust you. And if you say Eunice, we'll field that for next time.
Okay.
What does it mean to buy low, sell high? How should a beginner interpret that?
You guys, that is such a good question. And I'm going to tell you why. When it means low, it means that you bought it for pennies on the dollar. It means that you bought it at the base bottom pricing of when you buy into it. Like, for example, Amazon's shares used to be very, very inexpensive. They were like $2 or $3 a share. So if you bought them back when low, when they were $2 or $3, back when they weren't popular and the pandemic happened and they just boosted up to another level, those shares are worth thousands of dollars for one share. So that's what I'm saying. You bought it for little pennies on the dollars. But the thing about it is that when you do that, you got to look and really do strategic, digging into that company that you're investing in to make sure that what is the growth potential of that thing that you're investing in.
Yeah, that's right.
What is the projected growth that you might make off of it? Or can you, if it's nothing, but you just like that particular stock, then that means whatever it does, whether it goes high or low, you're going to ride it out.
Okay, we got a question. Of course, I don't know. And if you say, well, Rochelle, we'll field this on what platforms are good. Is that Webull, Acorn, or Stash? I heard of Acorn.
Acorn.
Yeah, I heard of Acorn.
Acorn.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Acorn is good.
Acorn is real.
Great question, Rochelle. And speaking of that, which company, I also did a little digging for those who just starting out. And you mentioned this earlier about the money. I know if you have an account with Ally Financial, you can open it up for $100. And then you have Fidelity and Edge Merrill that you can open up with zero start at zero minimum. So these are just a few good companies, especially if you just starting out, like you only have $100. This is a good way that you can go in, and they have associates that will talk you through on what you should buy and rather.
Yeah. If you have an idea of what, like if the thing about it is when people's like, well, I have no idea where to start. The thing about it is that you gotta you gotta take a chance. Nothing is like foolproof.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you what I'm into. I'm into biotin. That's what I'm into, and the coin. That's what I'm into. That's what I love more because I love currency.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yep. Well, not to rush you off, but I want to talk about one of your shows that you're ready to have tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Fidelity and Merrill, Merrill Edge. I can't pronounce it. Merrill.
Investment Group.
Yep. Merrill, Merrill Edge. And then I'm with Ally Financial, who is very good. You get your own personal.
I'm with Merch.
You with Merch? Merrill Lynch. Yeah, that's who my company is with.
That's who, my old company was with. So one of them.
Yeah, so my Home Depot stocks. That's where I get that from.
You better get that Home Depot stock. Come get that because everybody need Home Depot.
Come on,
that's a good stock right there, Eunice. That's a bing, bing, bing. Just hold on to it.
Yep. I got my shares and for Home Depot and I'm with Ally Financial. So like I said, if you one of the ones that said, I just got $50, like when I called Ally and like, hey, I'm only giving you 100. They said, that's okay. We can walk you through that. Yeah. And they're going to teach you how to grow as well.
Yeah.
It's very good
what stock is low that you think will jump quick? I don't know, Rochelle. I'm being honest. I don't know that off the top of my head because I don't look at stocks every single day. I look at them maybe 3 times a week, but I don't know what's jumping. I know what people ask me every day, what you buy? Biotin, Bitcoin.
But I did like what you said about what you're interested in. And if you want to, invest in that, like I don't know much, but I know my friend had to dump all her shares with Peloton, but at the time when it first came out, she did very good with her stocks.
And she held on to it.
Yeah. So I think that's a great question, Rochelle. And I think that you just have to see what is going on. That's kind
of, you got to watch it because because everything is all, the money is all, it's all credit. It's all weaved together. So now the interest rates, the regular interest rates were low. Now the interest rates are high, which means that these stocks are going to start changing.
Right. So you got to, like I said, when you get with that company and you talking to your own broker, it's good to have a broker too. And you don't need a broker to to sell and buy stocks, but it's good to have one.
Yeah.
So I think those 4 companies is definitely what I want to
They're definitely winners.
Yep, I want to leave those 4 companies.
Yeah.
Feel free to research it, call. Ain't nothing wrong with calling and say, listen, this is what I want to do. This is my goals. Like when I called Fidelity, when the first time I was interested in them, that was the first thing they said. I want to get to know you.
Yeah.
Tell me your goals. Are you doing this to save? Are you doing this for vacation? And then they was able to kind of navigate me. So those are some good companies that I recommend us taking a look into. All right. So tonight you have a show. And it's called 10 push-ups.
It's the 10 credit push-ups. And that means you get 10 free classes. We're going to be talking tonight about why is it so important to lock your credit down? What is going on out here? Why should we be so in alert about what's going on with our personal information? We have to guard it. We have to lock it down. And I just want to make sure our first class today, we're going to talk about security issues that's going on in the world and with your own personal credit. And then we are going to start you on the first thing that you do when you are going to start the credit journey to fix your credit, to get you out of them 5s and get you to them 8s.
All right. I love it. And it starts at 10:30, right? 10:30
Yes,
Eastern Standard Time. Okay. I'm going to do, I
know you go to sleep.
I'm in the bed, but I want to make sure I stay
Girl,
woke.
I got to talk to them West Coast people.
I got to make sure I stay woke.
I know.
Well, I appreciate you so much, Miss V. Thank you so much for answering my friends, the audience. I call my audience my friends.
Oh, I love to. You guys had some really, really, really great questions. They really did.
They do. And hopefully we'll have a part 2. So if you everyone just want to keep sending me some questions, I can write it down. My goal is to bring her every month because I want to start the month off financially. That to me, that's starting off on a good foot when you know what you want to do financially and you starting to get better financially. Then the rest of your month, I feel, can flow even better. All right, babe. I love you so much. I appreciate you, and I look forward to.
I'm so grateful for you. I love your show. Anytime you guys want me to come on, we can talk about everything. It's cool. Yeah, I love the fact that we're able to just commune with some other ladies and try to push forward as women to support each other. So girl power, girl power.
And I'm thinking next month maybe you can go even deeper into your experience of somebody stealing your identity.
Right.
So that might be a good topic for us to talk about next month.
I would love to. I'm a transparent type of gal.
I love you, girl.
I love you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. So that was some good questions, good feedback, good pop in. Now let's get to this question about this young lady asking me that she's dressed sexy. And now that she's married, her husband got a problem with it. So we need to find out what's going on with them. So we're coming right back with Ask Eunice. All right, so I got this DM. It says, "Dear Eunice, I love your show, Curvy and Still Saved. Thank you." And for those who joined late, that show is dedicated to us as beautiful women who is curvaceous, but society and church tried to make us think that we were doing too much. So you can dress sexy without being revealing. That's something Chandria taught me. She's on here now. She is a image consultant. So if anyone want to just go through their image and find out how they can look beautiful and your stuff is still in the closet, reach out to Chandria. All right, so it says, "Dear Eunice, I love your show, Curvy and Still Saved. I am a curvy woman and I love to dress sexy. My boyfriend then and now husband used to love the way I dress and was proud to have me on his arms. But now that we're married, he says a married woman shouldn't dress like that. I don't want to change the way I am, nor do I want to fight with my husband. What should I do?" First and foremost, like I always say, I am not a marriage counselor. I am not even a certified counselor. I love answering questions because I have an opinion and I love to pray over these questions as well. So I'm praying over you and your marriage. So my first advice will always be seek a marriage counselor. If he don't want to do it, then you seek a therapist or a counselor. But hopefully and prayerfully, the two of you will be able to go to a marriage counselor. The first thing that caught my eye is you said that he was proud to have you on his arms. So that makes me think that this is a good thing, but it also can be a dangerous thing. Like, did he see you as a trophy? Like, was you there just to boost his ego? Like, is there any insecurities there? I don't know. That's why I'm encouraging you guys to do counseling. But that stuck out. Why would he be proud of the way you dress dating? Because every man want to have a beautiful woman on his arm. Every man want to have a woman that other men want. That's their ego. So for him to be proud and walking proudly with you the way you dress now, and while you guys were dating, but now is he feeling threatened because you guys are married and he don't want another man to try to come and take you? I don't know. Why would he change his perception of you then to you now? Another thing is sometimes in dating, courtship, and even in engagement, we don't ask those necessary questions. I remember Pastor Butler said once, let that man know, look, I spend $65 every 2 weeks on my hair. Is that a problem once we get married? I spend $150 on shoes because I love shoes. Is that a problem when we get married? You got to ask these questions. Ask that man, what in your mind do you picture as a wife? And if he's one of those ones that say, I want my wife at home, I want her cooking, I want her in a negligee, every night she will wear a thong, and that ain't you. You love the granny draws. You love to wake up when you want to wake up. And if there's no middle ground, then you need to bring this up in your premarital counseling. Ask the questions. Don't be fearful to ask a question because you think it might run him away. If it run him away or run her away, she was never for you. He was never for you. So that was one of the questions that should have came up. Baby, what do you see as a wife? Honey, what do you see as a husband? And if he says, I feel like a wife don't need to show all that because she already got her husband. Well, I had you as a boyfriend and was showing all that. Why now the problem? So this is just something that I think you should definitely bring up in your marriage counseling that I'm strongly asking you to seek out. In the meantime, while you're making your appointments, maybe you can, I dress like this for you. You are the one that I'm trying to please. Then, women, we know how to work it now. Maybe you can even say, well, baby, I bought this outfit this is your favorite color. And I bought this for our date night. Do you like it? Maybe show him a little something, something. I don't know. Maybe you can include him in some of your decisions, but you have to find that middle ground. He has to be willing to work with you. You have to be willing to work with him. All right. I see Chandria got a little something, something. Girl power. Yes, modest and still popping. You really can. I am very curvaceous, very, very curvaceous. And I love to dress sexy. But you can do that without feeling like you being stank or anything else. So I believe it could be a way to respect his wishes and still look sexy as a woman. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It just have to be communicated. So I'm pretty sure that your marriage counselor is definitely going to teach you some techniques, some tools. He's probably going to, or she probably, whoever the therapist is, will work with him to make sure there's no insecurities in him and make sure that you doing it for him. As well as you are a praying woman. I'm declaring that over your life. Take this to God in prayer. Come on now. Tell God, I love the way I dress, but I love my husband. Teach me, Holy Ghost, what I can do. And then, Lord, deal with him. Heal him of any past hurt. Maybe he saw his mom dress a certain way and his dad got mad. Lord, what is hidden? Come on now. What is hidden in him that is manifesting in our marriage? God will show it to you. Baby, come on now. God will show it to you if you ask him. Ask him about your marriage. Ask him about your wardrobe. Ask him about your communication. Ask him about your therapy. Ask him and he's going to deal with you. Hallelujah. I love you guys so much. And we did good. Last week we went over about 10 minutes. This week just 5 minutes. But we're getting better. And she's going to be teaching on anger issues. So I really, really definitely want to, yes, that's right. Prayer is the answer and the key to anything. And before it happened in the natural, battle that thing in the spirit. Come on now, pray over it. Find some scriptures over it. Find somebody that you trust locally with their marriage, and see if they can also be like your marriage accountability partner. Somebody that I have a friend that have that. She has a little marriage group, and married couples come in and they hold each other accountable. The brothers will pull the other brothers to the side. Hey, did you compliment your wife this week? Did you take her out on a date night? And the women will pull the women to the side. How did you do this week? Did you flip off at the mouth? Did you cut him off? Did you not let him get his sentence out? So you need these accountability partners. You do. So, but make sure you come back next week, especially if you have anger issues or you know someone with anger issues, because we want to deal with how to manage your anger. The Bible tells us, be ye angry and sin not. Being angry is not the sin, it's the actions and the reactions you do from being angry. Case point is example, Will Smith. He got mad, he had a reaction, and now he about to lose everything, allegedly. But we don't know, so we're just going to keep everybody in prayer. Keep what was that, Sacramento that just had a shootout, and somebody else? Let's bind that spirit of violence in the name of Jesus. Keep praying for Ukraine, and let's just keep each other covered in prayer. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Good night.